I want to circle back to the NAACP. Now that you've taken the role of president for the NAACP since January 2021, what are your goals and what are your views right now on what we're seeing in different parts of the country with voting rights being sort of infringed upon with the laws that different states are trying to create as blowback from the last election?
See, we don't have any black representation with our county commissioners. We just all have Republicans up there, and we having no black county commissioners. So what I'm planning on doing, we start having our meeting this month, and I could sit on a panel on the 18th. So one of the things I want to address that black voting, black registration, and not only being registered, but we got to get out and vote, because I believe that the black votes now, or black people, have learned the key to change things. You can protest all you want, because during the during the NAACP training that I'm in, he said most people don't have but about a 3-week stand as far as protesting. They go back into their neutral corners, and if nothing else happen, you don't never hear them anymore. But see, what I want to do, I want to address that as far as the county commissioners. We want to try to make sure our voters get out and vote, because it never would have happened what it happened in Georgia if the black people didn't get the key and the light bulb didn't come on their heads. Oh yeah, we can vote and we can change things. So they flipped Georgia. So I believe that since we are gathering the momentum, and I want to keep the fire burning, so we can have some representation when we go to the table. So this is what I want for Person County. I want to have some representation when we go to the table. So I want to make sure that our people not only register, but we got to get our peoples out to vote. So that is going to be the biggest challenge that I have in trying to get, as far as the president of the NAACP, people try to get that established so we can get some voice. We can get a voice in our community. And a lot of this thing that happened as far as crime is because of people have been not being recognized, our young people not being recognized. We don't have the recreations in our community for our young black kids. So they just find something to do and they get in trouble. First of all, us black people gonna have to get our own act together. We still got black on black crimes, and we got to work with that. But if we had something for them to do during the summer months, I believe, and let them know that they do matter, I believe they would kind of turn the tide a little bit in the way they treat each other. But these are some of the things I will be working on. And like I said, I'm going to give them 110%. I'm just not going to get an organization that just sit on the board. I'm going to give it all I got. And I've been doing this for a long time, trying to bridge the gap, trying to bring people closer together, because ain't nobody going nowhere. Black peoples, Jews, Hispanics, white, ain't nobody going nowhere until God say. Because, one race of people try to dominate other races of people and look down on other races of people. And matter of fact, they try to annihilate other races of people. But see, now we didn't make ourselves. God made us. And you're not going to annihilate any race of people. That ain't going to happen. They tried it with the Jews, and that didn't happen. So ain't none of us going anywhere. We might want to settle down and live together, be happy, try to get along, because God have made enough resources for everybody. one group of people don't have to grab or try to make themselves more better than the. And I like what President Biden said. He said, just because another ship get into the water, it don't cause the other ship to sink. It just raises it high. So I like that quote that he made. A lot of people thinking that if I get in the water, I'm going to cause you to drown. But that's not the case. If you get in the water, you're going to push me up. You're going to push me up. Yeah, so ain't nobody going nowhere. We may have to settle down. Settle down, live together. Be happy. I don't want what you have, and you shouldn't want what I have. If I want something, I get out and work for myself, And once was a time that people, we was in competition now as far as jobs. Once was a time you go down the street, you don't have no competition, and may apply for a job and you get it. But now you working against competition, and the best person wins as far as the knowledge and everything, And the people can't come to grips with that. A lot of people still think they can go down the street and get a job because I live in the community. But you get people traveling all over the world now. People don't mind taking up their families and going to where the money is, because you can't stay in your own little surrounding and thinking just because I live here, that's entitled me to a job. No, that was in the past. Now you get to take up your family and go where the money is and go where you can find a job that will suit you. And people really can't come to grips with that. They can't come to, but these younger people now, they'll take up in a heartbeat. They'll go right across the world. My children, grandchildren, they don't be confined in one place. And that's what we're gonna do if we're gonna stay, live a decent life. We just can't go down the street and find a job because a whole lot of people are looking for work. And if you don't qualify for the job, then you gotta move elsewhere, And I train my people over here. I said, the world is looking for the best and the brightest. It don't matter. It ain't so much about skin tone. It once was not, but things that changed a little bit there. But anyway, we're gonna get back to where we need to be. But anyway, the world is looking for the best and the brightest. So that's what I instill in my people. I said, now when you get out of college, I said, there's no place here in Roxborough for you as far as making a decent living, because the biggest thing we have here is fast food places. We don't have no black dealerships, no black banks. I said, you got to go where the money is. You got to get up and go. So I said, then when y'all graduate, I said, move to where you can find and make your money. So that's what they are doing. We get some in Maryland, Charlotte, Baltimore, and different places, simply because I try to instill that into them. If you want to make a decent living, you got to go to where the money's at. Don't come back to your hometown. I said, now when you get off somewhere, don't forget about home. Don't forget about the homecomings. So that they have been adhering to that. That they always know where to come from.